Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dark Souls 2. We almost had a little hiccup there. The entire PlayStation Network was down for the world. I thought it was going to be gone for a while, but she's apparently back up. Welcome in, everybody. Mr. Matazbo, how you doing? My brother. Mrs. Foxy's up in here, too. Welcome in, baby girl. Yeah, we almost had ourselves a hiccup. Mr. Drinky, PC Master Race, you're right. Until it doesn't work. When Dark Souls and all of the games first came out on PC, they had the biggest problem. And for, I think, a year and a half, all online servers didn't work on PC. So everybody started going out and buying consoles and shit. Mr. Demon, welcome in, brother. The boy the third, he has become. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we almost had a hiccup there. The entire network went down. I'm surprised it's back up already. I am surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot going on for tonight. The boy the third is ready for action. The first stream, if you guys missed it, we did a lot of setup, a lot of questions in this land, this mysterious land that we're in. Because we just came out of the Dark Souls 1 game. And when you first get into here, there's a lot of confusion at first. A lot of questions to be answered, lore-wise and story-wise. Tonight we're going to get a little bit of a dip, a little extra dip into that. The only thing that we've had so far is Firekeepers are still around, but they're scattered about, and the first flame has been fading. So you don't find them at their normal jobs, doing their 9 to 5 like they're supposed to in this land. So we are obviously some point in the future. We're going to start to learn how far into the future that is. And we're going to have some more story tonight. Bring it in, Mr. Cryptid. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in, my boy. Yes, we're going to have quite a bit. The boy the third is ready for action. You look at these thighs. You look at these thighs. I'm the rolling champion of 2026. The thickness within the milkiness is something to be reckoned with. Something to be reckoned with. She's been looking at it. Oh, yeah, she has. Our boy and our girl, Shani. Did you all see the picture I posted? I tried to take Shani here to Burger King and gave her a little crown to cheer her up. It didn't work out. It did not work out. So, ladies and gentlemen. So I missed the first stream. Is this a direct continuation of one, or does this take place long before or after the events of the first? That's what we're showing y'all slowly but surely. So this is what we've learned so far is after. This is after the first one. Mr. Slam, welcome in, brother. Lurk, you get your lurk on, Foxy. Yeah, so we are continuing on. The entire Soul series is connected to each other, ladies and gentlemen. Even the ones you don't think are. Oh, they are. Mr. Drinks, you were there for the Demon Souls stream. Demon Souls is not a part of the Dark Souls series, but who was in Demon Souls? Patches. Who was in Bloodborne? Patches. We've got some things that are connecting other things. Things that are connecting other things. Guys, let's get into it. Let's warm up. Let's grease the wheels. I'm gonna contact HR. Who's dipping the tipping? Who's bringing them out? So we've got a little bit of extra goodies going on before, but tonight we will be experiencing our first 2 bosses, ladies and gentlemen. Our first 2. Okay? The first game, or the first stream was, what, 4 hours long? And we never got into a boss, unlike the first Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Well, we rided right in to a boss immediately. Mr. Cryptid, a member for 3 months. Brother, I'm a pineapple. Brother, the private pineapple in the Ranger Squad. Mr. Cryptid, how could you? Can we get some praise to Sons and some cheers in for our boy Cryptid? 3 goddamn months in the squad. Let's go. That's right, brother. Thank you so much. Get them praise the nuggies. We got a new emoji, by the way, guys. YouTube finally accepted it. We got a new emoji. Oh, the pickle lip. The pickle lips coming into play, baby. Now we got to get the grabby hands. All right, guys. Let's dip down in and venture out. What we're going to do first is open up a shortcut to this area. Oh, yeah. The boy, the time. The boy and the time. We've got our pickle lips and our Angie Nuggies in there. Let's go. Let's ride, baby. It's going to be a fickle thing. I didn't expect to stream because the PlayStation Network shit its pants. Which doesn't happen a lot. And when it does, it's serious. But they're back up. Rolling around. So, we've got some things in store, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some things in store for tonight. We have to do a little warm-up. You there. We have to do a little warm-up. First thing that we're going to do when we level up our character is get our stamina. Oh, the stamina. So much stamina. Alrighty, so you there. Now, warming up the thumbs, warming up the wheels, greasing the spokes, greasing them. What do you got, an iPhone slam? It didn't even show those emojis, brother. It just put out some boxes. Oh, it shows it on the PlayStation though. Look, what do you got, an iPhone? You don't strike me as a man that would use an Apple. No, you don't. So, let's open up our shortcut. We're going to have to be a little careful because of those guys. So, before we trigger Mr. Ninja Turtle over here, let's pull out the bow. We're going to take care of Mr. Homeboy over here first. Yeah, you. And his friend. We're blocked by the arrows. We're blocked by him. Let's see if we can't block our shot right here. Bink. Yeah, first thing you want to do before coming here is bring a bow. Oh, just bring it. Look at that. 1 frame per second. So far away. The distance. You got a Pixel. Oh, you got a Google Pixel. Look at you. Look at you, Slammy. Alright, so these barrels right here, ladies and gentlemen, will explode on you. It will be a nuisance. And Homeboy over here is going to want to do his best to give you a bad time. So you're going to want to try to pull him. If you have fire arrows, you could shoot the little barrels over here and proc him ahead of time. But since we don't, try to get him to smack that barrel right here. There we go. That'll do. That'll work out. We got a lot of health off of the big boy. There we go. These guys, if you remember from the first stream, they hit quite hard. They hit quite hard. So if you do what I did right there, you can pull them right to the corner, and you'll be safely out of the explosion radius. You're gonna have a good time. Okay? The dude that's down here will not be able to reach you. You're gonna have a good time if you just be smart about it. Alright? Now, we're gonna open up our shortcut. Donatello, no! Bink. This is why bows are just great. You're just gonna have a good time. Because Dark Souls 2 likes to gank the shit out of you. This guy, if you could proc him to throw a thing over here, you can make him blow up the barrels for you. Ooh, we're so close. We're so close. Alright, so let's try to bring his friends over here. We're going to get out of the way of all the explodies. We're going to do this smart, alright? Nice and smart. You there! Okay. Nice and smart. Give him the backstab. Get him out of here. Alright. Not too bad. We're just warming up too, guys. Not too bad of a start. Don't go up this ladder yet, trust me. We're going to get Homeboy up here to blow up the barrels for us. Oh, so close. So close. You guys are going to see this is going to be a quite important shortcut. Quite important. Let's see if I can stand right here. And... Alright, we'll pull his buddy over here, get out of the way of trouble. Hopefully this controller doesn't start drifting. I'm using the actual PlayStation. Oh, I'm gonna have to save that. He literally just attacked the barrels because they were in his way. He literally just... Let me save the footage here real quick. There we go. Homeboy just attacked the barrels because they were in his way. He took care of the problem for us. Yo, Mr. Social, welcome in, brother. Hey, everyone. Pop up. I was like, holy shit. PlayStation's back. The network's back on. Throw over here. Come on now. You can do it, bud. I believe in you. He's too far back. I'm going to roll into it. I highly suggest you don't do this unless I can pull him to the edge. But you could smack it. You could roll into it. If you have enough health, you could survive it. I don't think we will, but it will open the shortcut. Yeah! Hey! Alright, we're good. Look at him up here. Oh, shit. That's what that does. Alright, so we've got our shortcut all the way back, as you guys see, to the bonfire that we just started at. Thank God. You there, m'lady. Very important shortcut. Yeah, how you doing today, Mr. Social? Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you beautiful goddamn Rangers. I was so sad with the network down that I couldn't get on. I made a little post about it. But then right after, she popped right back up, baby. Now, let's pull the homies in so we don't get ganked. Oh, he's in the bonfire. He's confused. Oh, yes. Spice. Give me a little backstab there. No, we're going to dance. It's you and me. There it is. Get him out. I like showing off in front of our baby girl over here. For those who didn't see her in the first stream. Good evening, milady. We're going to make her move back to Majula soon enough. So, homie up here hasn't seen us yet. Let's take care of him so he doesn't throw firebombs. Yeah. Bink. Alright. If you're out of the trouble with locking on, you could do this, and if you're shooting from a distance, you can actually pull out your binoculars and line them up ahead of time before you shoot. There we go. Beautiful. Nice and smooth, everybody. You there? Show yourself. Show me everything you own. Everything inside of your being. Oh, there it is. He's been waiting a millennia to get that hit in. Look at the hits. He's actually pretty good. I like watching these guys, seeing what they can actually do before we, like, molest them, you know? They're old warriors, see? They can kind of do a little bit, but his weapon's a little heavy for him nowadays, sadly enough. Yes, sir. So that's their moveset. They do a little swipe. The weapon kind of gets heavy for them because they're dying, they're losing their minds. They're going hollow. Chilling, brother, in 76. You know how I roll. How's you, buddy? Not too bad, brother. We're just getting started. We're just getting in. Look at these thighs. Social, you like that? You like that thigh, bro? Give you a little action. Give you a little action. Alright, guys. So, after you've cleared these little guys down here, now we're gonna... Excuse me. Now we're gonna make our way up this ladder after we take care of the Ninja Turtle again. And we're gonna have ourselves quite an interesting experience. Yeah. Or I could start with full essence. Let's pop a little life gem. Put some of these bad boys back on. Put our nuggies back on. There's that. Pink. Yeah, that'll work out. Pop a little dino nug. Then I'm gonna pull homeboy away from the barrels. Yep. Strategery. Man. Now we're gonna try to show off in front of our lady friend. Yeah. If you get hit by him once, it does wreck you. And a lot of times that will face plant you into the ground. So you want to be smart with these guys, even though they don't look like much. You want to be smart with them. Alright. The boy the third and his milk thighs are ready for action. So, we've got quite an interesting thing coming up here. The thing is, I've never tried it. I wonder. There are 3 people up here that will fuck with you, but once you walk up here, you're kind of stuck, and you'll see what I mean. Let me take a peek. Yeah, these homeboys land. Oh no! He's already coming. Alright, guys. Let's see if I could fight this guy, because what's going to happen is later on, we're going to have him as a boss fight. But I'm going to explain more about his lore here soon. If you fight him like now ahead of time, and you can beat him, you don't have to fight him as a boss later. And I've never tried this, just fighting him. I ran away the first time I did this. So, that attack will curse you if it hits you. Alright. So let's see how this goes. This will be my first time trying it here. Alright, we're gonna... So, I gotta focus. The thing about it, I'm trying to explain it. You could use the shield, the buckler shield, to parry him, and you could cheese it. But I don't want to cheese it. I want to fight him. I want to dance with him like we're doing right now. I'm going to dance with him. We'll try to. He's down halfway almost. Guys, if that hits you, it curses you, takes your health away every time it hits you. The size of your health bar. Nope. Pop a nug. Not too bad so far, guys. Not too bad. Gotta watch out for that curse hit. Ooh, baby. Gotta watch out for that cursed hit. No, you don't. No, sir. No, you don't. You guys are going to learn about this guy's name here later. Unless I kill him right now, I'll explain all of it. I am very surprised to tell you this much. I am very surprised to tell you this much. There's his little combo. I gotta focus on this, especially since this is the warm-up. We just started the stream. Guys, look at his health. We dancing, baby. Like I said, you could cheese him, but you know me. If we can dance, we're gonna dance. There it is! No! Holy fuck! Alright, hold on, guys, let me focus. Hold on. Holy shit! Holy shit! Let me focus. Let me focus. I don't want to die right here. I can't believe we just got that. Mr. Demon! You see, Mr. Demon! I was like, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm shaking right now a little bit, guys, because I just got into the stream. Holy shit, guys! Let's go back up. So, that right there is an actual boss that we were supposed to encounter as an actual boss fight later. Unless you figure out a way to beat him at a low level like we're doing, like we just did right now. I did not expect that. I've only played it once, and I ran away from him when he first came in here because I'm like, what the fuck is that? And you actually fight him as a real boss later on unless you do this. So let me tell you all the thingies that we just got from them, boys and girls. We just got the Ring of Blades. We're going to find ourselves the first lore in the game. And like the first, like deeper lore from an item description. Baby, baby. Baby, baby. We picked up a couple things from the boy, too. Picked up a couple things from him. Let's go over some of the stuff. This one right here, the Ring of Blades, increases your physical attack, but the Ring of Blades is modeled after the Mad Knight of Alkin's weapon of choice. Increases your physical attack. The kingdom of Alkin and Ven long ago flourished on these very grounds. They were both founded by the same man, but were reduced to rivalry and spite. Ladies and gentlemen, an actual little bit of lore besides the Firekeeper lore that we learned. Oh baby, and look at the amount of souls. Okay, did not expect that to happen. We just killed the Pursuer first try. Did not expect that to happen. Alrighty, so let's go back to the bonfire. Squad, we'll put our new ring on. That's the noise. Every time I come back in here, these bodies fly up in the air and drop right back down. Holy shit. You again? Who's shooting at me from here? Y'all saw that arrow, right? Who the fuck? Oh, it's Homeboy. Have a seat, right over there. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pursuer is out of the way. Holy fuck. Alright, so. Did I miss anything while I was sweating and shaking? The Boy the Third will never not be funny to me. It's so good, bro. I tried. You saw it when we first started. I tried to put that whole name in so people online would see The Boy the Third. The Rings of Blades. So that's what the Rings of Blades is. Kind of showing you a little bit about the story of the former kingdom that stood right here. So, we're starting to learn that kingdoms were built on top of kingdoms here. So, for everybody that was here for the Dark Souls 1 stream, and Lordran, Voltron, I wonder, and I wonder if you wonder, could Lord Dran been built on top of throughout all these years? And we don't really have a date yet on how far into the future it is. But things are starting to come into play. We're starting to learn a little bit of extra goodies. So, we have a lot of souls. I'm going to put them all into endurance. If you spend 10,000 plus souls with our baby girl here, she will go back to Majula, so I might do that also. And she will give you a beautiful ring, the covetous silver serpent ring, which will give you more souls when you kill stuff. Please draw a Venn diagram to explain how much of the kingdom was Venn and how much was the other. We will explain that, Mr. Drinksies. Absolutely. Should I just spend the souls to send her back? Or use the souls for endurance? She'll stay here for now. You stay here. I have important things to do. Look at the size of these thighs, ladies and gentlemen. There's no way that our endurance shouldn't be amazing. There's no way. Our adaptability is like the only thing I've ever put any stats into since we started. Because right when you get into Dark Souls 2, the first thing for those that don't know, the rolls are different. They are tied to a stat. The speed in which you drink your Estus, the invulnerable frames, the invincibility frames while you're rolling through an attack. All of that good stuff that was just a normal thing that was given to you in Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls and Dark Souls 3, that is tied to a stat in this game called adaptability. And once you get adaptability up to 105, it mimics the fast rolls from Dark Souls 1. If you're a player like I was, especially for all that didn't even know about the game before we streamed that first one. Everybody that was there, y'all saw me wearing like cloth armor or butt naked so I could quick roll that whole game, no matter how hard the fight was, really. That's what I was trying to mimic, and if you get into this game and you want to mimic that, you're going to want your adaptability to 33, and you're going to want your agility, which your adaptability increases, up to 105, and that will mimic Dark Souls 1. So just in case you didn't know, now you know. You know?
Is that a here?
Oh.
Let me see it.
We picked up
So
another
that I may
Estus
help
shard.
you. To see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
Baby girl. So even her dialogue right there kind of gives you an idea, because we have Estus shards, but in this game they're weaker. They don't really do the same thing that they used to, and they don't refill when you sit at a bonfire. For those that remember, the first flame, the first thing of creation, was tied to bonfires and henceforth tied to Estus flask for you. But in this world, however many years in the future, that flame is now dying down. And these things don't really work the same way anymore. Bink. So you pick up little Estus flask shards to just make the ones that you have to begin with stronger, or to increase the amount of ones that you have. You can't make them stronger. Not yet. But when it says Estus flask strengthened down there at the bottom by our life gem, when I switch to Estus, now we have 4. So basically Estus in this game is like a quick oh shit moment, and your life gems, your dino nuggies down here are the things that you're popping. It's just like grass for Demon Souls. So,
Bearer of the curse, seek lest this land.
I'm going to put a lot into endurance. I'm going to tell you what. Bink. And we're out of here. Wow. I'm still getting over. No cheesing parry for the pursuer. It was his first encounter. We just fought him like a normal human being boy, the third. And we took him down, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to put his ring on. We got it ahead of time. We're not going to have to fight him as an actual boss now. And we didn't even cheese him. I feel good inside of my bosom. I feel good inside of the bosom for it. So, increases our physical attack to Ring of Blades. Let's go. Mr. Pete, welcome in, brother. How you doing, my boy? Did it let you back into 76? Right when I saw the PlayStation Network was back, I was like, live. Immediate. There we go. Immediate live. You missed a good little boss fight. We took him out. Fuck style. Kinda. I danced with him. Now our endurance is up a little bit and we're ready to traverse. But I'm gonna buy some more arrows before we do.
I knew you.
We haven't died on stream yet either. Yay!
Go on, show me what you've got.
You know, I'm listening to you and Stabby at the same time, and it's no more confusing than when you stream together. Oh man, we got Directive 88, 808s and Heartbreaks or whatever it's called coming out soon. We're gonna be getting down on that, but tell you what, if you're watching both of us right now, I need you to tell Stabby I love her, and she better be prepared for that Directive 808s and Heartbreaks. You need to write out the name just like I just said. All right. I'm gonna buy 143 wooden arrows because I'm a crazy person. So let us continue. I'm a crazy person. You all saw how good the bows do in all of these games. I always do a ranger build, I call it, because we're the rangers here. It's gonna be like a strength build, endurance fast roll build, adaptability build, plus bows. Oh. I almost put her down. Mr. Dale Schumacher, welcome in, brother. PSN was down, must be using AWS servers. It was down for the entire world for like an hour. The only game that was allowing people to play online was Fallout 76. Interesting. Alright, guys. We're going to move on to the new area now. I'm sorry to harp on it, but for those that have played this game, you know what I mean about not cheesing the pursuer at a low level and just fighting him normal by dodging and dancing and smacking him in the butt cheeks. That's what we just did. It felt great. It felt good inside, dude. So, let's move on. Before I do that, let me turn the air conditioner down. Take a little peek real quick, too. I gotta hit the little Rangers room. Alrighty. That was exciting. Mrs. Tay-Tay, what up, baby girl? How you doing? What it do, baby? What it do? Alright. How you doing today? Tater salad. Everybody show me potato salad. Oh, the controller's doing a little drift. Hopefully it doesn't do a drift during another boss fight. Guys, I cannot believe we did that. Oh. That's an optional encounter at a low level. If you can't beat them, you either die or you just jump off the thing and run away. We got him out of there. Exciting. What you got going on today? Tater salad. The one, the only, the baby girl. Do you like my thighs, Tay? They're blinding. I heard Tay used to use light mode on her Apple. Despicable. 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 Homeboy hit me, but the pursuer couldn't. How dare you? Bring your sister to the party. No? Stabby, the 808s and Heartbreaks, baby girl. How you doing? It's a Kanye West album. I told him to say it. The director of 808s and Heartbreaks, Stabby, baby girl. The PlayStation Network's back. How you doing? Squad. Y'all better be subscribed to Stabby there. She's live right now. Alright. Now that we've done all of this, guys, let's pull our boy. Let's pull our boy. Yeah. Yep. Mr. Homie, I swear to God, you think you're the Bowman? You think you're Henry Bowman III? Oh, no. No, you are not. No, you are not. So, I'm gonna come over here, hide from the bow boy. See if the other one. See if the other one comes up. All right. There, we got the turtle stuck. I cannot believe that worked. Look at him. All right, guys, let's ride. Let's ride. Double check. I got all of our goodies up here. All right, we did. Sweet. There will be no touching. So let's pull these guys down the ladder before we aggro anybody else. This right here, if you bring them all here or vice versa up the ladder, it's a good way to deal with the ganking they're trying to do. It is a good way. Your message got me banned in Stabby's chat. YouTube hates Kanye. You said it too. I'm so glad that you guys even knew what I was talking about, bro. Look at, they're not coming down, guys. Look, we're good. We are good. All right, so once you come down here, to your right is going to be a problem. See that guy? He's like, oh, that's a problem over there, bud. This homeboy online, it's going to be a problem. Oh, by the way, how's the stream quality been? PlayStation Network's having all these problems. Let me know if it's been screwing up. Let me know. Alright. So when you come around the corner here, homeboys and homegirls, you're going to have yourselves a little ganky problem. What you're going to want to do is walk out, go, oh shit, and then roll out of the way. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, that'll do. And then you're going to kill some of their friends. And as long as these homeboys up here that are still trying to figure it out don't come down, you're going to want to take your time with these guys. All day. The ragdoll physics is something that I miss very much so in this game compared to all of the Souls, especially the first one. But every now and then, like you just saw, they'll get caught up on God knows what. It's not us or our sword. And they'll just kind of flop around like a rigatoni. Alright. And that's how you get rid of this little gank problem. Right there. Get yourself the blue wooden shield. I'll read that in a second. And after you're done with this stuff, you come around the backside. Now, once you're done with there, you get all your items. We're going to be doing a little drop down. I'm pretty sure there's nothing left up here. Now there isn't. Alright, nice and smooth, guys. It's been a nice and smooth stream so far. Alright. So, once you come down here, that door we're going to go to in a second. But don't go to it yet. Okay? We picked up something inside of that mansion called the Pharaoh's Lock Stone. It's going to come quite in handy. Before we do that, this right here is usually a mimic chest. If it opens up and it doesn't shoot gas at you, it's going to have like a little crossbow that shoots at your balls. So you're going to want to be at a little bit of an angle. If not, it's going to castrate you, trust me. Well, if it's gas, roll out of the way. If it's a bow, come at an angle. Yeah. Almost. You got one of them in me, piece of shit. So that's how you're going to deal with your mimics. They're not, in this point in the game, they are not the same as the ones that you saw in Dark Souls 1. Where it's just a big, lanky bastard giggling at you. So, once you're done with that, pop a nuggie. And here is where you're going to want to put your little Pharaoh's Lockstone. This is the first secret. You can put them in the wrong walls, and they will lead you to nothing. And it will waste the material. So throughout this playthrough, I'm going to point out the ones that actually work. Bink. Put it in the mouth. Get it in there. Yes. Let's see what the note says from a person. Here. I appreciate that. So, this right here is another version of illusory walls in this game. And this is the first time you see what their idea about them is. There's going to be other different walls that I'll point out later on that are going to basically be like Wolfenstein 3D. You'll see. Yeah. Squad. Now, we have our first secret. Our first secret, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Chloranthy ring. We're going to read that. I'm sure you recognize that from the other game. And a Titanite slab. Already a slab. So, let's take a look at this bad boy. Alright. The ring is named for its decorative green blossom, but its luster is long since faded. Raises stamina, recovery speed. So look at even a little bit more lore trickling in about the time frame we're in. It's so far into the future that people are forgetting the names of other people. The firekeepers don't even do their job anymore. This ring that used to be quite powerful for your stamina is now losing its luster. It's just been laying around. Whatever warlock imbued it with magic is long dead. Forever. So after you've done all that, guys, right here will be a locked door. And as you saw in the beginning of the game, we can break down a lot of doors. This one's a little different. You'll see. Give it a tap. Yep. Yeah, that was me. Good evening, gentlemen. So after you do that, hop up the ladder. This will be the easiest way to get rid of them. And wait for them to come up the ladder or stay down there and use your bow. This game likes to try to gank you at all costs from every angle. Where's his other homeboy? There should be 3 of them all together. I think they're waiting for me. You can hear them. You can hear them. Usually if you slide, you kind of trick them to think that you're coming down. Alright. We'll take care of him like a man. There we go. Now there should be one more. There he is. See, the AI is creepy. If they think that you're trying to pull one over on them, they will try to hide around corners. The AI, in some facets, it's the same as the first game, but quite different. Just the way that it acts. Wings, weapon. So this right here will be, I think, the spear in here. There we go. Life ring, another Titanite shard. So the life ring is just like the life ring you could start the game with. It gives you a little BB boost. A little BB boost. So that's going to be all of your secrets in this area. That's going to be all of your secrets. Squad. All of them. Alright, good. A little taste on our first illusory walls, basically. But that's not the only kind that they're going to give you in the game. No, no. Absolutely not. So, once you're done in here, let me double check over here first. Okay. We are good on all that stuff. Yo, Cathala Cthulhu! How you been doing? Welcome on in, homie. We just started. The only thing you missed was the first encounter of the Pursuer. The first time I ever played this game, I jumped off the edge, not thinking like he would disappear. You know what I mean? And then you fight him as the boss later. This time around, I fought him his first encounter, but I didn't cheese. I said to everybody, I was like, all right, with my pants off, I'm going to just fight him and dance with him like the boy the third would. This is the boy the third. And it worked out. We got the Pursuer out of here, but we got him out. A nice, beautiful little dance. I just kept dipping and dodging and tapping him in the butt cheeks. Oh, I love the Pursuer fight. It's scary as fuck the first time. Yeah, I watched him come in on the bird, too. I showed everybody him coming in on the bird. And then we just buckled down. We just buckled down. Sad I missed it. Oh, don't worry about it. How long have we been streaming? We've been going for 51 minutes. If it was maybe like 15 minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago. If you ever get bored, pull it up there. I might even make a little clip out of it because I was happy. All right, guys. So after you have done all of your little goodies in there, we have a couple things to do. The first thing you're going to want to do after coming out of there, do not go in here yet. We're going to come over here and talk to our boy. Yeah, how you been doing, Cathala? So, ladies and gentlemen, this interesting character here, I will give you a little bit of information without telling you too much just yet, because we're going to do a quest line for him. But y'all remember Patches, right? Good.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it.
Patches my home skill.
Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
Like you? You could tell that they were like, we should probably name him Patches. But then somebody was like, I don't know, Miyazaki's making Bloodborne right now, and I heard that he turned Patches into a spider. He might not be happy with us, you know, if we put Patches in the game. Let's just, we'll name him Pate.
Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain.
I bet there
entrance
is.
Locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first.
Sounds
A
believable.
rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the lid for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
Why do you have his ring, then? Oh, man. I'll tell you what. As you guys could tell, he's just like Patches, but he's... Even though he doesn't sound more sinister, in my opinion, he's way more sinister than Patches. Because Patches, immediately you're like, I don't trust him, but he's got stuff to fucking sell me, probably. This guy, you're like, I don't trust him, but he still is trying to pull one over on us. Huh. You know, he just went in there and the gate closed behind him. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. I do still have his ring, though. You know? Yo, Ripster, welcome in, homie. Welcome on in. Pate of prattling Pate fame, you know it, is the prattling Pater. Patches O'Houlihan, greatest dodgeball coach ever lived. I gotta watch that movie again, it's so good. So, as you guys remember with Patches, this sounds like a setup. Hope everyone's having a good morning and afternoon and evening. Keep having a good one. Appreciate you, Ripster. How you been doing today?
I'll leave this one to you.
Alright, I bet you will. So, as you guys can surmise, this is going to be a trap. What you're going to want to do are a couple different things. Before you walk into the gate, let me try to show you around the corner. We're going to walk in here, we're going to go to the right. And what you're going to want to do is have your bow or some fire bombs and some witching urns. You'll see why. I'm just going to use a couple fire bombs because we should be alright. Now, you can hide behind that tree right there, or wait for them to group up. It didn't work out. That's okay. Other way to do it, if you don't group them up with the firebomb, is hide behind that tree right there. Or pull them in, like so. Pull them in like so. And just kind of 300 them in the hallway. Whenever I see a player run out of a secret, don't run out of a secret before I show people the secret. Player online, don't do that, dude. Homeboy just ran out of the secret wall. Don't do that. So once you do that, guys, that's a good way to roll in and kind of keep them normal. Group them up with the firebomb. If that doesn't work, run past them and run into here. If that doesn't work, the other way to do it is when you first run into here before they run out, roll right here, and a lot of times they won't even see you. And they'll just run right by and run straight, and you could just dip right in. You'd be alright. But alright, guys. Here is the next version of a illusory wall in the Dark Souls 2 universe. Y'all remember Wolfenstein 3D, and I think Doom did it too? A lot of the original games on PC where you just press the action button against the wall, trying to find a secret wall. That's what this one is. Instead of smacking it or doing the Pharaoh Stone, you just come up this son of a bitch. I don't know which one's different. I don't know which one's better. Smacking every wall you think is fake, or slamming the action button like this. Y'all remember that in the original PC games with all the secret walls. That's how it was. Luckily, this one doesn't give you a noise when you spam the button. Did someone say fireball? You drinking? You get some drinks in, brother? Sorcerer's Staff and another Amber Heard. One of these days we're going to get in that Johnny Depp's, I'll tell you what. One of these days. We're collecting our Amber Heards, though. Yes, sir. Alright, guys. We are now on to the next spot. After you have done that, after the fake Patches has tricked you, come up here. And you're going to want to drop down. Don't go this way yet. You're going to drop down here. And don't kill him. Don't kill him. We're going to do his entire quest line. We're going to try to do everybody's quest line.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon...
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Thank you. So we have our white signed soapstone now, the actual one. We had the one that was temporary before.
To call out for help to one another.
But this one's the real one.
Between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
And this is our co-op item, as you guys remember from the first game.
Well, I see you. I hope that. Be
All
careful,
right.
lad.
So we've got him now started on his first part of the quest line. And not too long after now, we're going to be bringing him on the second part of his quest line. Get yourself some of that green blossom, boost your stamina, baby. But look at these thighs. I don't need it. I do not need it. We've got plenty of stamina. Alright, guys. The next thing that you're going to want to do is we're going to be face to face now, just like reading the Ring from the Pursuer. We're going to have ourselves a little bit more lore, finally, to explain what the fuck is going on. Goreshite! Welcome on in. If you summon Mr. Pate the next time you talk to him, he gives you all of his gear for free. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do his entire quest line. The entire quest line. Yes, sir. Every bit of it. How you doing, shite? Welcome on in. So, these guys up here, we shot those exploding barrels before with the crossbows. Normally when you walk in here, they're going to try to shoot the barrels and blow them up right next to you. We got a couple ways to go, but the first way that we're going to go is right over here, because I want to show you guys a little bit more of the story that's coming in. A little bit more. Right here. It's not a part of lore that explains itself, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So, y'all see these homies over here just beating the hell out of a tree, right? And we have been in a place called the Forest of the Fallen Giants. Well, if you take a closer look at the tree, it looks like a giant person to me. It's starting to slowly become a tree. And basically, without having anything to read, you can kind of start to surmise a little bit at this point that these soldiers that are now hollowed, they've lost their mind. Just like all the other ones, they're still fighting and defending in a war that is long gone, a war that is long past. And this was originally, I could tell you guys this much without spoiling too much. This was originally a creature. And we are in the Forest of the Fallen Giants. A giant creature that's slowly turning into a tree. And these guys are still fighting it. Like they think they're still at war with the giants. And without spoiling too much, I think we could drop that much information right now. They're still fighting an endless war. Get him out of here. Alas, nothing happened. So yeah, take a look at this thing. Doesn't quite look like the giants from Dark Souls 1, does it? But it is a giant creature. Interesting. Quite interesting. A little bit of actual story coming in. War against the giants never changes. Giants never changes. Ain't no giants never changing. I only met 2 giants I like in my life, and both of them sold me stuff. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of drift on the controller. Hold on one second. I might have to switch, but let me pull it out here. All right. There we go. So, once you're done with that, if you did actually die during that ambush that that Pate put you in, if you run back around this way, this is the way to come back up, go back down here, and then redo it again. Or just talk to him and have him laugh at you. So, I need that pop-up window IRL. Alas, nothing happened. Here, I'll save the footage and I'll make a screenshot of it so you can meme it out. There we go. You can meme it out. How Drangleic ever won that war is astounding because the giants could use pyromancies just the same as people. Part of the story I'm going to be trickling in later which is actually something that leads to Elden Ring. It leads to Elden Ring in so many ways. Before we go over here, let me go back down here. I think there's one little area that I got to run into to double check. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. How's you guys' Saturday been going on? What you snacking on? What you drinking on? Yeah, we come over here. Yep, this is the other way. Alright, cool. Do not go this way yet. We're going to come up here and we're going to get a couple more secrets. Couple more secrets. Like I said, we're going to try to do 100% as much as possible. As much as I can remember on the fly. I write all these notes, the shit that I can remember on my fridge, on a little magnetic board, dry erase board. It's over there. And then I just try to fly. Just try to remember it. I streamed like 5 hours of DS Remastered today. Nice! Hell yeah. How did it go? How far into it did you get? Yeah, I can see how that links to Elden Ring. That Fire Giant, baby. Learn more about that. You are going to learn more about that. I haven't... You guys know how I explain. I don't explain things that will spoil this game. Just like we did the first game, so I explain it as we're going. So there's going to be a point coming up here in a little bit, Demon, where all of that's going to make sense. All of that's going to make sense, my boy. Alright, guys. Here comes a fickle little part. I'm sure the people that have played this game know this part that I'm talking about. So, we got ourselves a little soul item over here. Before you grab that, to make your job easier in case you missed the jump, knock these guys off. Okay? It's going to make your job easier, bud. Apologies ahead of time, I put my snow thrower up for the season, so if we get another stupid blizzard blow through again, it's my fault. A warmongering queen forces her husband to kill all the giants. DS2 moment? DS2. So, here's what we're doing. Stop it, controller. We're going to jump across this thing. We're going to jump across this thing. Where's the boobles? Oh, she broke up with me. So, if you want to jump across this thing correctly, you're going to want to aim for this little stone right here. Because everywhere else you jump, you will bounce your head on shit. You will miss it. And when you do make the jump, if you do it right here just perfectly, you will bounce your head right there, and it'll just sail you across to the gap. It doesn't even look like you're supposed to make it. Here we go. There we go. Everybody that's played this game knows how that shouldn't have gone so easily unless you do it directly right there. So, that worked out. What? I know she doesn't come out really on the streams early. She usually pops in for a little bit later on. She was feeling bad, like sleepy and wasn't feeling good, but then she said she was feeling better today. But yeah, she usually don't come till like the last hour or so, hour or two. Where you at, bud? I hear your feet. All right. Yeah. No, he parried me. There it is. There we go. He's a spicy boy in these tiny corridors, I'll tell you that much. Usually he's not that spicy, but he was waiting for me. He was pissed that I made the jump first try. I love you, Chaz. I love you so much, Demon. J. John Jack JJJ. Is this Doom 3? It might be. It just might be. Welcome on into the squad, JJJ. The oh so rare hollow soldier parry, right? He waited for me to fall down. He's like, he can't see with his camera. Now's my chance. But you could tell that he's been hollowed for so long that right when he got the parry, he's like, I really don't know how to riposte. He didn't even remember how to spell it. He just started hitting the wall. Remember, the second time is the correct choice. It's true. 60% of the time, it works every time. Howdy, Wolverine, man. 'Tis an honor to be here. I've got a little Wolverine going on right now, I do. J. John Jack, the JJJ, my boy. I've known a lot of Johns in my life. You're not the pilot, are you? I know a John who's a pilot. The brother. We've got another homeboy chilling down here that we knocked down. He couldn't figure it out. You there! Alright. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, bud. Yeah. Ugh. Remember me. Remember the boy the third. Negative, I am a meat popsicle. Negative, I am a meat popsicle. They can riposte, and it's horrifying watching the animation slowly execute because you know you just got embarrassed super hard. I know he was looking at it. Stop it, controller. We got a little drift going on, babies and girls. Babies and girls. Ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we've got all of our goodies now. We've got all of our stuff. Now is the time to traverse on to the new area. I'm so sad in a way, though, that I killed the pursuer first try. Because we're not going to experience him in his little boss arena now. Oh, we'll see him later. Hence the name. And I'll be explaining more of that lore for y'all that don't know about it as we traverse. You see, you don't need a torch. As long as you've got milky skin from the depths of Katarina. You see, people from Katarina have blush, drunken, red skin because they drink. But the people in Katarina that don't drink, this is what they turn into. This right here. They also turn into an albinaric later on. You'll see. You'll see. Alright, we're done with all of our stuff. I think there's one more little place to go. Keep vaguely remembering one item back here, but no. Yeah, it is. Alright, so there it is. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a little thing that they hide in the game. If you look closely in certain areas that you're at, you're going to find yourself some shadows of former warriors. You can see him breathing, but it's just his shadow. Smack that son of a bitch. What you're going to get for these shadows are small, smooth, and silky stones, and the other little fetishes that drop, so you can drop it for Snuggly Sparkly the Crow and get an RNG drop on possibly a really good weapon or possibly Dung Pai. But those little shadows are scattered throughout the game, so you can get them. I knew I was missing something. Give us smooth. Give us sparkly. Smooth, soft. Oh, sup, son? You just walk up, he sounds like Meatwad. Oh, sup? Alright, we're done with all that, guys. Now we're going to venture on to this next area. Alright. We haven't died yet. Should we rest? You hear that slamming? That slamming that you guys hear. I brought a bunch of people into the bonfire room with the merchant so I could flex in front of her and kill them. So anytime you load back into the area, you will hear their corpses in her room pick up in the air and slam down. They're up there. Yeah, we'll traverse on without loading up our Estus. Don't tempt fate. Will you be the second Vati? I might. We're gonna be getting into as 100% as possible throughout this entire game. So far, I believe that I have picked up every item, read every bit of lore that we could find, and I've been trickling in the story for everybody that doesn't know about it. Just the way that you would experience it your first time playing. Don't worry, he's the second monarch. He will manage. I will. If John Jackery, if you never saw any of the Dark Souls 1 or Demon Souls playthrough, I always make a character called The Boy. And in Demon Souls, he was this guy's grandfather. In Dark Souls 1, the boy was his father. And since this is the boy who's the third, he's the boy the third. This is the boy the third. And all of them down the lineage had a little bit of inbreeding, you could tell. A little bit. They're strong. Very strong. But the family it sticks to its own. I'll tell you that much. Mr. Lurid, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. He's gorgeous. He's a gorgeous man. And when he dies, he looks like more of like an albinaric a little bit right now, but when he dies, our homie Gorshite said he looked just like the sloth from Ice Age, and oh god, it's spot on. Spot on. So, we're going to avoid all of our ganks in here, guys, and we're going to play it smart like we've been doing with the Ranger build. That'll do. That'll do. We're just going to play it nice and smart. So happy for you to be able to stream. I know, dude. Right when I saw the PlayStation Network was back up, I just hit it. I wasn't even ready. I was still half naked. To put my shirt on as this fucking stream cam was coming on. I was like, ah. Behind the mural where the crestfallen knight sits, there's a bit of text that you can only read on the Portuguese version of this game. Really? Really? Is it like a Japanese translation that they didn't put into the American one? English one? I appreciate you pointing out all the things. It'll make my next run all the richer. Oh, that's what I'm aiming for. So when I started all these, most of you already know this, but when I start all these playthroughs for the Souls games, I want to do it in a way that for all the Rangers that have never, look at this hair, all the Rangers that have never seen these games and have no idea what the fuck they're even about, I want to explain the story as we trickle through and as we read the items and as we find the peoples. I explain the story as we do that. And for the people that know about the game, know about the story, I'm also in turn trying to find every single item that a lot of us never found on our first playthrough, maybe even multiple playthroughs. Because that's just how these games are. You know, that's the beauty of them. That exploration, it'll get you. It makes for multiple playthroughs so much better, you know? Now, it's just because during the DS2 DLC release, the text behind the mural on all languages would hint at the next DLCs. Oh! But in the Portuguese version of the game, they forgot to remove the text. That's interesting. I got the disc version. I wonder if I could swap it. Alright. Do not go up that ladder yet. Don't do it. Just don't. Come over to here first. I called it a ladder, but you'll see what it is. You'll see what it is. Now, we have a major shortcut. A major one. For those that have been paying attention to the area that we've been running around. In the first stream, we came up to this gate immediately. Now we can open this son of a bitch. And it leads right back down to this little ladder that leads right up to the bonfire. Very nice. Very nice. Got ourselves some fire arrows. After you've opened that, rest of the bonfire if you think you should. Should we? Nah, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Yeah, streaming these games is like there's those bodies up there. Y'all hear them? When you walk into the bonfire room, the bodies literally float in the air and then slam back down. The game's trying to give me that ragdoll physics that I miss from the first game. It translates on the Portuguese, the giants crossed the seas perhaps to return home. So they were talking about like how they first came over during the war. I don't want to say too much. We're going to find that out soon, guys. We're going to find out a lot more about the giants here soon. Ooh, that is interesting. So, around this corner is going to be Donatello. You see his little mace up there? Don't go up that sword. Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, get that out of here. Get it out of here. Ooh, big boy. Oh, I love it when he just randomly tries it. Even he was like, I forgot I could do that. Alright, get him out of the way. Looks easy, it kind of is, but if they hit you, they fucking wreck you. Plant you into the ground. So, ooh, I forgot to call out what that is, the old-fashioned. We'll read that in a second. I will point that out. Here's what you're going to want to do for this part, guys. Here's what you're going to want to do. I adore this giant sword moment. So many vibes here. This is a breathtaking little thingy right here. So to avoid you guys having a problem, you're going to want to come up here. And pull them all back down here. Because if you go up that sword, you get stuck on a slippery edge that all these homies just try to gank you on. Typical Dark Souls 2 style. This is the easiest way to do it. Just kind of trickle them down. They will have a problem with all the physics, as you see. So it'll give you a chance to, one, not get ganked by him, and two, take a breather, you know? Look at him, he's still trying to figure it out. There we go. That right there is the most comfiest way that you can go about this right here, guys. And here's a note. Back up! Here we go, guys. Let's take a look before we grab our item. You see, we got ourselves a big-ass statue in a hand. If you take a look over here, you can start to see some more statues. A little bit more statues in the area. And here's the hand that fell off of Homeboy over here. And it fell down and busted into the wall right here for us. Just look at this view. After I grab the item, though, guys, I'm going to take a little smoky here. The halberd and a soul of a nameless soldier. If you're a halberd fan, I don't know why, but by all means, poke everybody in the game. It does come in handy. Let's take a little smoke, guys. Subpar, welcome in, brother. With the birds, I'll share this lonely view. And hey, I always go up the sword and use thrusting attacks to destroy them one by one. That's a good one too. Keep them in the line. But sometimes you can slip off the edge, you know. Guys, let's take a little snack nibble here while we're chilling up here. This is one of the brief respites in the Dark Souls 2 game where you can take a breather, you know. You can take a breather as long as you didn't get ganked while walking up here. Technically, you're never alone in Dark Souls because of the space-time warping BS. That was always their way to bring in co-op without making it feel like another game. You know what I mean? You can, as a phantom, go in between worlds. As a ghost, you can come in between different existences. You know? There's only one Souls-like game that I've ever played that did the opposite of that. A more lore-oriented, convoluted meet-up system like they all do. There's one game, Lords of the Fallen 2.0. You walk up to the stone, which is your bonfire. You click Friends Online, and it pulls up a list of your friends online. You click their name, and it invites them to your game. I know it's easier, but being a Souls player for so long, I was like, it's too easy. And it's immediate too. You're like, oh look, my buddy Gummy's on. There he is. Now he's playing with me. All right, guys. So, remember, seek lest. Barra, seek lest. Sounds convenient, but too convenient. Exactly. Only the Souls peeps understand what I mean. I'm like, I don't want it that easy. I want to know that I like pulled you out of your realm and your existence, brother. So, after you've got all your goodies there, guys, squad, now we are set for our actual first boss fight of the entire game. This is the first. Oh, that's right. Everybody's dead because we've been streaming this whole time and I haven't died. I've just been walking around, guys. We've just been walking around with these thick thighs. Everybody's dead in the game. Everybody's dead. Yo, Lippy! Mr. Almanac Lippy the 5th with 10 gifted memberships. Brother! Wednesday Excited Ranger, Jack Marsden, JD Bronx, Bully, Shadow Gaming, King Ghost, Scared Water, Dahlia the Hologram, Lambo Racer. Welcome on into the Ranger Squad, Mr. Lippy. Let's get some Praise the Suns in for Lip. Let's get some Pickle Lips in for him. We got some Pickle Lips and some Praise the Fat Solaires. Let's spam them in for our boy right now. Goddamn. What is this, Captain Planet? Welcome in, Derek. Captain Planet! Brother, it skipped me. It never skips you so far. How dare? Mr. Lippy, thank you so much, brother. Damn. 10 gifted memberships. Stop it. Get them Pickle Lips in there. I am very unlucky. If I could use Praise the Sun, I would. If you don't have the membership for it, this is what I do if I'm in like a place that doesn't have them. I do this right here. This is how I can call out Souls fans in a stream that I'm watching that's not about a Souls game. I'll just do Praise the Sun and I'll wait in the shadows for somebody to be like, oh, oh. And then we become friends for life. And then we become friends for life. So, we've got all of our goodies here, guys. We're doing nice. It was a shotgun blast of love. Not my fault if you dodge rolled it. We've been doing good, Lippy. We went through the first... we're about to go to our first boss, like I said. Our first real boss. But we had an encounter with another boss that you're supposed to meet later called the Pursuer. And I said, I'm not going to cheese him. I'm going to just fight him with my pants off. I'm going to dodge and just tap him. And we'll see how it goes. I didn't expect to win it, but... we got through it somehow. Alright, guys. We're going to have our first, like, resty. And, we're going to fight the boss. Now that we met our little faux Patches friend, and we have set up on his first part of the quest line, before this boss fight, we're actually going to summon him in for the fight, because doing so keeps him on his quest line. We have to do this. You know me, I like fighting alone unless it has to do with the lore, or it has to do with something that I could talk about during the fight, or if it's just Solaire, where I could just talk about his butt cheeks the whole time in the back. Like, oh, look at him go. Look at him go, baby. So, let's give it a shot. So white that he's glowing, dude. I'm telling you, you don't need a torch. I'll show if you guys. I'll have to make a video about it, but in the character creator, there's a couple different things you could do to your skin that not only makes it bright, but makes it shine off walls and shit too. Yeah. We don't need no stinking torches. What is this, the Tomb of the Giants? The Tomb of the Lost Giants? Oh. We're going to learn about some giants here in a second, guys. How are you doing? Are you ready for it? Does it feel good? He's British. Has George been in it all? No, he hasn't. It's too bright for him. This is too bright for him. Dude, thank you again, Lippy. Goddamn. 6 memberships, brother. Alright, guys. So now that we have the shortcut open next to the bonfire, this right here will be the way to the boss. The time is now. The boy the third is ready for his war. That's a man of action, if you can see him. I have to squint sometimes when I'm looking at my own fucking character. Alrighty. Since we are human, we haven't died. We can now summon the homeboy for the next part of his quest. Stabby baby, how you doing? Look at these thighs, Stabby. Does it make you want to leave Lord for him? Look at these thighs. You can't even focus on them. You can't even go down on this guy. You lose your eyesight. So, let's bring in the boy. Mild-mannered Pate. He is mild-mannered, but he's not trustworthy for now. He's not trustworthy for now. Remove your eyes to reduce the pain. You have to. It's the only way to do it. That's the only way that people use light mode on their phone. They have to. I just don't know how they can look at it. Whenever I get a random website that opens up without the dark mode on, I throw my phone across the room. Mild-mannered always makes me think of Bart Simpson, like El Barto coming in. Like, you can't trust him, but you just love him, you know? You love him, but he's gonna make you angry. Welcome into the Ranger Squad, though. Fancy Kerbloops. Your name is gonna be... I'm gonna call my girlfriend that from now on. Kerbloops. My little Kerbloopins. Oh, my little Kerbloopy baby. I'm gonna use that from now on. I hope you understand that, Fancy. Welcome into the Ranger Squad. Let us learn some more lore. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. I want you guys to pay attention to this right here. It's almost like he noticed who we are. We don't have a memory of anything. But something tells me that this homeboy just recognized us from somewhere. Maybe we could find out more about that. So, Giant, the last giant. Interesting, guys. Typical with every giant fight in this little series stayed as Tooties. But when we get him down halfway, you're going to notice something that you might recognize from another giant in Elden Ring. Many, many years later. Let's get him down halfway so I can take a look at it. Trying to get the view for y'all. He's almost there. Because normally when you're locked in, you won't really see what's about to happen. Don't you look at me! Get him, mild-mannered. Pate, what are you doing over here, big guy? I'm trying to tell everybody the lore and stuff, big guy. Get him down halfway. Go on there, Pate. Alright, here we go, here we go. Almost there. Pate, I swear to God, I'm not going to hire you again. You need to hit him once so I can show everybody what happens. Alright, I'll do it. There we go. Interesting. A giant ripping his arm off. Elden Ring, everybody? The flame giant, perhaps. Interesting. Oh god, I got hit finally. I've been lollygagging too much to point out the story. Let's put him down. Let's put him down. He's gonna put me down. Alright, Pate. Quite interesting. Homeboy ripped his arm off and is trying to beat the hell out of us. That's the amount of anger he has by someone he thinks he recognizes. Get him out of here. Soul of the Lost, or the Last Giant. Let's take a look at that. And we have a soldier's key. You want to talk about getting keys that unlock multiple doors in Souls games? Boy, that's gonna do it. Let's take a look at what I missed here during the fight, and then we'll read what he said. Mild-mannered always makes me think of Bart. Oh yeah, Bart Simpson one. Yes, Mildred too reminds me of a never-aging creature, forever stuck in a time loop where she's 10. Mildred Maneater, them thighs though, I'm pretty sure I might have been birthed by the boy, our character from the previous games, as well as Maneater Mildred, because of these thighs alone. Just because of them. I think we got a little bit of her in us. Spitting bars of truth. You see me, I'm like backing up trying to tell the lore. I try, for those that are new here, I try to do that in a lot of boss fights. I'll like back up and I'll start talking about them before we read the item, which we're about to. One small step for giant, one giant step for mankind. You've been gagging? What? We burnt Stabby's eyes out of her skull, ladies and gentlemen. So let's take a look at the soul that we just got. We just got our first boss soul. After the... Oh, wait, I forgot. I killed the pursuer already. God damn it. I forgot to read that. I didn't expect to kill him already. Let's do this. Soul of the Pursuer. That's the guy you guys saw me fighting and kind of sweaty, and I was like, I can't believe we're doing this. We didn't... For anybody just joining, I did not cheese the Pursuer his first encounter. I just danced with the sumbitch. The Pursuer who seeks the bearer of the sign, the dark sign, one can surmise, will not rest until his target is slain. You could tell that by his name. Use the special soul to get a bunch of stuff and be strong and all that. We got our Pursuer soul. Let's take a look at the giants. Soul of the surviving giant who was bound below the forest of the giants. The Lord of the Giants, who had brought wrack and ruin to the entire kingdom, was said to have been felled by an unknown warrior. Ooh. Kind of gives you Artorias vibes, doesn't it, when you read Artorias' soul? And an unsung hero went back in time to slay him, you know? Maybe that's why this giant recognized us. His beaten and broken remains were then dragged beneath the stronghold, where he was sealed away. Use the special soul of the last giant to acquire numerous souls and get big and stronger. Bigger thighs. So we've got an actual bit of lore that's finally trickling in to the game now, guys. An actual bit of story. Deepness. Giants never changes. You don't have to change underwear you aren't using. You don't have to wipe if you're getting in the shower. It's true. The brightness of my skin burns off all fecal matter and dirt. Do you have to wipe if you're getting into the tub, though? Bring up tub. My mind goes to things from the internet back in the day that are disgusting. With tubs and girls and tub girls. You're a disgusting man, Lip. You're a disgusting man. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Squad. Let us travel back We talked to our baby girl Shani. Ah, the bassoon. Yes. He doesn't play the bassoon. He plays the bassoon. Eddie soldiers. Eddies. I feel like we haven't been back to Majula in years. We will send you back there, but first, I have to use these souls for stamina reasons. Sir. 14 likes on the stream. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Appreciate that shit. Can you jump attack the fire lizards? I haven't tried it, but I know we can. I know we can. I already picked up the flame sword right in front of him, too. Oh, appreciate the new subscriber, too, whoever that was. Appreciate the love tonight, guys. Goddamn. I almost thought we weren't able to stream because of the PSN. Shit. It came right back up, though. Oh, Shani. I have been through some stuff, little lady. We took out the pursuer. We took out the giant. The last giant, as far as we know so far.
Bearer of the curse, lest this.
By the way, we all know the bear seek lest. But if you're fast enough, do you know what it says? It just says. We need to make merchandise for that. Everybody's got merchandise for the bear seek lest. We got to do the. Alright, so endurance all day. These souls that we got took us from level 22 on the stream. The souls we got from the pursuer, the souls we got from the giant, it took us from level 22 on the beginning of the stream to 55 now. Ooh, and I'm not going to pop the souls. We're going to hold on to all the boss souls until we use them for goodies, everybody. Until we use them for goodies. So, now that we have got the soldier's key, as you guys remember, we are now about to unlock a whole bunch of new areas that we couldn't go through before. But before I do that, I'm going to have to hit the little ranger's room for a little peep. I will leave y'all with a beautiful view. Stoic. I shall be right back, guys. Alrighty. So, we've got some stuff to unlock some doors now. We pee at the same time. That's disgusting and very, very friendship-oriented. It's stabby. Very friendship oriented. There is one door that I didn't go through after we beat the boss. I'm going to go through that one first. Yes, yes. You Canadians. Alright, so. Now. One little thing I gotta drop down to. Before we carry on to the new area. You are officially P-sisters, absolutely. We hold hands together. P-sisters, for French. Ow. Take care of homeboy. And open our door. Oh yeah, this one we can't do yet. I've got the key though. So let's go to the other ones. That was the wraparound. Ah yes, Pisters. I told her it was like changing the channel, but there was commercials on both. Well, I don't run ads on streams, I'll tell you what. You won't have to worry about that. There ain't gonna be no P commercials. I did run ads just to try them out when I first became monetized to make a joke about it. And people were saying the first ads they got were Jergens body wash and Bumble dating app. I was like, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So, the doors that were locked for us in the very beginning of the game are now going to be unlocked for us. I saw a weird vid where a couple literally recorded his wife crouching on his head, so hold hands is old school now, it's true. Holding hands is just some Disney shit nowadays. Thank you. You got me fucked up with the P-sisters. I thought they said used sister key. I was like, what? Was she stuck again? Alright, so once you open up this bad boy, we've got a couple different routes to grab some items, some goodies, and all that fun stuff. But don't go that way yet. We're going to come up in here first. You all know those like royal guards at Buckingham Palace? That's basically what he is. Avoid him. Eat a nugget in his face if you have to. Avoid him. You can try to annoy him, but he's just doing his job. Alright, he is just doing his job. And we got another Amber Heard. I'm telling you, one of these days, we're gonna find them Johnny Depp's talk. I wonder if I just walk up to him and like smell his ear, it'll piss him off. Yep. I have never actually fought him at this point in the game. I wonder if I should. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Usually you're going to want to avoid them. Let's see what happens. Well, I kind of retract saying you should avoid them. Normally you should. Normally you should. Produce the symbol of the king. So you won't be able to do anything yet. We're going to explain all of that later, but you should massage his armpits. I was just going to smell his ear, bro. Just kiss his neck a little bit. Just going to kiss his neck. Now we got the Grand Lance. Let me show you all a little bit. I think this has got a little bit of stuff on it. I think this has got a little bit of stuff on it. A lance fashioned for rare Guy Steel. Designed for high-ranking Drangleic knights, hence the decorative design. Guy Steel equipment is of the finest make. But Guy Steel is so rare that very few of these weapons were actually used in combat. So we're starting to learn a little bit about the soldiers and the knights of Drangleic. Poor guy, I put him down. I put him down. If you let him hit you, though, it hurts. It hurts. The Grand Lance is so broken. That's one that I never went with either. My first time through, I used the Bastard Sword, which I gotta go pick up still, I believe. I used the Bastard Sword because I beat all of Demon Souls with just the Bastard Sword. And I saw the Bastard Sword drop in this, and I was like, ah, yes, the prophecy is fulfilled. Take off all my clothes, run around with the Bastard Sword. Grand Lance was my stripper name, bro. You came out there with all the... It wasn't even gold glitter. Somebody just poured Goldschlager all over his body when he went out on stage. It's not even glitter, bros. It's not even glitter, dude. So, grab our next item here. Squad. This will be the Ring of Restoration and your torch. For your build, especially for some of your, I believe, cleric stuff, this bad boy is going to come in handy for you. A protective ring passed down in House Osteria gradually restores HP in the secret land of Lindell. This ring symbolizes prosperity and longevity for the great house Osteria. But the ring is fragile and breaks easily, as if it hates being taken for granted. So it's like your it'll trickle in your HP for you. As a cleric, if you're not one to use spells, you can have that as like a little backup to just zip up on you. It has the base damage of a greatsword and the counter damage of a rapier, but it takes very little stamina and attacks relatively fast. Underrated weapon class, yeah. It sounds like it. The rapier, though, is also another one. I doubt it's underrated nowadays, but this right here on the rapier, even though this isn't a rapier, but that right there, will get you through the entire game. Poise broken. Poise broken. Just constant poking and breaking poise of truth. So, now that we've got our goodies in there, we've already done the boss on the other side. We've already talked to our homeboy. Things are looking up, guys. Things are looking up. We've got ourselves another door to unlock. And this is the one that we first pointed out when we first got here. You don't need a torch. For this area, you normally need a torch. So we might grab it. My skin is quite bright, though. My skin is quite bright, baby. Liza P made the rapier an OP weapon. Liza P is one of my... It's a masterpiece. It's one of my all-time favorites. On their next game, it's going to be about Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Spoilers, if anybody that didn't beat Liza P and got to the end. They don't have a name for it yet, but I want y'all to remember the name that I have come up with it. Since it's about Dorothy, I call it Thighs of D. They better go with that name, damn it. I've been saying it for years. The Thighs of D, baby. But Liza P is a masterpiece. I hope in Thighs of D they make it more open world. A little bit more. Just a little bit, you know. Liza P carries a lot of flame for DS2. It's got a lot of flame for everything. Bloodborne. Dark Souls 1 with the linear, keeping you in the lines. If it wasn't for Liza P, I may have never met Ranger. I owe that game a lot. It's true, my boy. It's true. We would have never met if it wasn't for Pinocchio. If it wasn't for Pinocchio himself. There's two of them. So, we're going to open this door, but first, we're going to go up, grab a torch from the bonfire. Because this little tiny area, you can kind of... it'll remind you a little bit of the catacombs. A tiny bit. Just a little bit. In DS2, the Ice Rapier is single-handedly the best weapon in the game. It's just so broken. It's just so busted. It's so busted. Just poking everybody. Oh, my flame's dying. Hold on. Let me light it again. Or no, I'll light the I like the brazier before the door. We're not going to need that much. We're not going to need it that much. What are you doing there on that one step? There we go. Alright, let's venture out. You get this key from that giant that we killed. Ow! As you guys can see, it already kind of gives you like a catacombs feel to it. Right when I came down here for the first time, I was like, oh no. Look at his face, the reaction to this area. It's not a bad area, but when you first get here, you're like, oh. And then you see these guys, you're like, oh, we're coming back. Oh no. Yeah. There we go. But you'll notice that they don't get revived, which is beautiful. They just roll down the steps like they should. All things in order. So, we're going to grab some items in here. A couple little goodies. Black fire bombs. That's going to be the first black fire bombs that you pick up in the game. And another homeward bone, which comes in handy, but I save them for when we really need them. You guys know how I play. If it's not too far of a run back, I'll just run back, and we'll talk about the world as we go through it. Hot take, DS2 is easier than DS1. I think it is when it comes to leveling your adaptability. Many think in the main consensus is that this is harder because of the ganking enemies, the amount of enemies, a lot of small stuff. The rolls when you first get into it, but you get your adaptability up to 105, and it's just like the other games. It's just like the other games. I'm gonna eat a nug in your face. He's gonna hit me in the butt, dude. Hey, listen. Listen, bring him to the stairs. And a little life to come back and smack. And that's one thing about this game that'll grab you when you come from the first one to this one, is you're like, damn, shit hits hard, baby. And even when you level up your endurance, it doesn't matter until you get like over 25. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't. That isn't even a hot take. It's true, because if you know what to do in DS2, then it's easily the easiest game. And even if you don't know what to do on a lot of it, that adaptability will just really make a difference. Completely make a difference. Because I come from liking fast rolls, staying away from cheesing, dancing with the bosses and all that, you know what I mean? DS2 ganks are your fault, and DS1 ganks are regular occurrences, except you can run from your problem in that game. It's true. This game, the leash, the tether from enemies to you is immaculate. So, that's that little area. Be careful in there. Be careful in there. Before we go anywhere else, come straight across into here. We're going to pick up some more goodies. Now, don't go up here yet. Don't do that. Put that away. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Alright, so let's bring the homie around. And one thing about this sword that's a cheese is this attack right here. That right there. It stuns them, it stun locks them, breaks their poise, and it acts just like the rapier, and this is the flame sword. Yeah. If you got a lot of endurance, you can just be like, no, sir, get away. No. Pink. Alright. So, you can come this way or you can go the other way first. It's up to you. We're going to do it a couple different ways. Important human effigy, absolutely. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it do. And I've got the, I killed the ogre when we first started, so I've got the stone ring on. So that helps already with the poise. So we got big boy and little boy. Bring them in. Bring them in. Bring them out. Run away. You can make big guy fall up here sometimes, or you could take him in the room. So since he didn't fall down, we'll just take him back and fight him normal. You're just going to want a little bit of a bigger area to fight them. In here, we're going to have a couple arrows coming at us. But you can block yourself right around the corner here. But don't go too far. You'll see why. You will see why. Just try to avoid the arrows behind you. They're annoying. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. So we're going to pick up some more goodies. We've got some more amber herds, another green blossom, in case you like your stamina. Alright, so we're going to go up top before we go in here. I'll show you guys the little route while we go in here afterwards. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. I did not know they could do that. I was going to save that for you guys. Holy shit, they came from the roof. I didn't know they could do that. All of these Ninja Turtles live up on the roof. They don't live in the sewers. They live up on top of an apartment in the Bronx. I'm so surprised. They actually all came from up here, guys. Look at this shit. No fucking way. I didn't know they could do that. I had no idea. Did you guys? Now that they have no idea how to use a ladder either. They're turtles. They are turtles. So here's the bastard sword, baby. Straight up from Demon Souls. I can't believe that happened. Well, I was going to show you guys a couple different ways to come up here and pull them down and fight them, but I guess if you come out here and you get noticed by them, you can just make them jump down and get stuck. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, let's take out these homeboys before we drop down. Bow play. It's hot. Bow play is really hot. I like it. It's a good thing. So, now that all the homies are down, they're going to try to get around. Let's go right here and see what happens. There we go. You there! Alright. So, let's try to proc the little Ninja Turtle boys. You can hear them on the other side of the wall wigging out. Alright. So we've got our items. We've got the bastard sword. You're going to want to run right here as quickly as possible to this bonfire before you get invaded like that. Now that we are invaded, this is our first invasion of the game. And this homeboy looks like my character from Dark Souls 1, and he is nobody to be fucked with. He is nobody to be fucked with. Yeah. So, You're gonna want to try to pin him against the walls and shit. Just not in here. I made a mistake by bringing him in here. There we go. Ow. Mrs. Rubykins, how you doing, baby girl? I am winning. We have done a lot in this playthrough already. Baby girl, how you doing? Oh, I missed it. Use these walls like you guys see me doing. Shit. Yeah, baby. He's got a couple AoE attacks you gotta watch out for. Like that. You just want to roll around it. Fuck with him on the walls, guys, like I'm doing right here. It kind of makes it a little bit more difficult for his magic attacks, as you see. Shit, I almost stunned him. When he does his magic attack, if you want to thrust, you could stun the attack from him. Shit, how'd that get around the corner, baby? Whew, alright, so. I didn't get in time. I thought I was on my Estus. Oh. Oh, we finally died on the stream, guys. God damn it. Alright, we died. But, do that little attack if you don't want to try to cheese him. Do that little attack and bring him around the corners and shit. I would have been fine, but I thought I had my Estus. I drank the Estus, and it was another one of the stones. I thought I switched them around. Damn. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Parry equals free damage. Oh, I know, but I don't like cheesing. I don't like cheesing that guy. I like fucking with him. Gotta go. Good night, Ranger. You have a good one, Cathala. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for hanging out. Ruby, you had us worried. I don't know why everybody was worried. Ruby usually comes in towards the end of the streams, like an hour before or so. She used to come in at the beginning and chill with us, but not. It's been a long time, guys. Everybody was worried about you, Ruby. They're like, "Where's Ruby?" Yeah, you have a damn good one, Cthulhu. But that didn't work out. It almost did. It almost did. But if you miss it, it happens, guys. It happens. It happens. So, I don't remember if you can proc him back. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Normally it happens immediately. So, let's go after the boy again. Look at, somebody just came. Yeah! Whew. I saw that arrow come at the last second. I was like, no you don't, sir. No you don't, sir. Oh, he got me. He do. He do, sir. There it is. We dance with them. You can parry him, you can parry him, you can backstab him. You could eat a pear. I could eat a pear all day. I could eat a pear all day. But if you don't want to do that, you could kind of dance with him. Get him around the corners and piss him off. But didn't he look just like our character from Dark Souls 1? Holy shit! Mr. Sixy, welcome to the Ranger Recruit Squad, brother. A member for 13 goddamn months. Boy, howdy. Let's get a little smoke in for our boy, Mr. Sixy. Come on now, brother. 13 months. It's been over a year already. My boy, thank you so much for that love. I thought Swedish winter swallowed you in the darkness. She might have. Ruby doesn't come to streams to the end. She don't do that anymore. If so, I would have been dead a long time ago. 17 likes. Damn. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. I know Dark Souls 2 is not the favorite of a lot of people, but my job in this playthrough was to try to bring all the new people that don't know about it, and especially all the people that know about it but didn't like it and didn't try it. My job is to try to give them that urge to go through and play it. Because there's a lot in this game, and a lot you can miss, just like how the other games are, but the stuff that you can miss in this game, it bleeds a lot of color into the story, a lot of color into the universe. I'm gonna head out, y'all. See, yeah, you have a good one, Gorshite. I love that name. Thank you for chilling out. I appreciate that shit. All these new rangers, they warm my souls. They warm my souls, babies. Can I touch your White Castle? Chaz never worries about me, so that's what it takes to get your attention, demon. Hey, you have yourself a damn good one. I'm gonna shine. Guys, let's see here. Color your pales, baby. I don't need the sun. The sun doesn't affect me in this game. It's not like the first one. You know, we're going with the moon. We're basically our own moon with this character. We're just walking around like Luna, baby. Get this little smoky in, bros. Get this little smoky in. Alright, so we got our first invasion out of the way. We've got 2 bosses out of the way. Dim glowing cheeks, though. You want to see the actual cheeks? Let me take these clothes off, Mr. Drinks. Let me take these clothes off for you before we carry on. There it is. Immaculate. Let me remove these bows. There we go. Oh, hold on. There it is. You can't mess with them, you know? You just can't mess with them. Brothers, come to my swamp. Alright, bring it in. They're trying their best to get over here at this milk cake. The boy the third will not be milked. But they're trying to milk me again. If I get close enough, you can see through the brightness how thick and strong the boy is. He's thick, but he's taut. He's got a lot of strength in him. I want to know if the peepee matches the skin or what. If the big screen matches the drapes, baby. Alright. Alright, we've killed these guys in this area. Let's continue on and grab the rest of our items. Baby, baby. Couple goodies here. Now you can get yourself what, in my opinion, is... Because... Oh, hold on. So, while Miyazaki, the creator of all these Souls games, was working on Bloodborne, he gave this game to another in-house dev crew. So, the items that we just picked up, I'm going to show y'all as long as this guy doesn't run up to us. It looks like he's trying to figure it out. Alright, here we go. So, he was making Bloodborne while they were doing this, right? Let me show you all the hat that I just got. Y'all remember some of the characters that we met in Dark Souls 1 from that land that had a lot of the armor that was kind of similar to Dark Souls? This right here is like a, or kind of similar to Bloodborne. This right here is kind of like a first little glimpse into a couple characters we're going to meet in this game. And also, in my opinion, I think like while he was making Bloodborne, he like walked in to the dev room while they were making this. He's like, you should put this little hat in here, bud. Put this little hat in here. And here's the leather suit. Doesn't look anything like the Bloodborne, but it has that quality. What was the name of the land from Dark Souls 1 where they lived? It was Chester was from there. Chester was from there. Ruby, my eyes hurt as well. Look at these little butt cheeks, Stabithia. You don't make fun of the boy. You would not make fun of the boy. Oh God, I come back and I have that face staring at me. Nobody makes fun of the boy the third, alright? And his beautiful Bloodborne hat. What's my carry weight at? Hold on. 36.4. Yeah, that'll do. 29.8. There we go. I want all 13 of my iframes when I am rolling around. Spirit Away is one of my faves. That's a good one. Sorry, Ranger. Why is he so white? Because I don't need the sun, Lord. This isn't Dark Souls 1. I don't need the sun, brother. I'm running around as my own moon. Alright? You will respect me. You will respect me. Okay. Pink. Alright. Mr. Lurid. So, once you're done with all of your goodies there, guys, here's where we're going to head next. We've already done everything up top. We've already done the invader in here. I'll protect you, Rubes. Rubes is trying to beat me up. Stabby. Rubes is trying to put me down, babe. Alrighty. She's trying to beat me up, baby. Hey, how you doing? What'd you find out over there, big guy? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. If you could block him, if you could get him to block his buddies on this little stairs, you're gonna have a good time. Just watch out for their hits coming through each other. You always gotta watch out when you come through each other. You don't want to do that. You want to come in. There we go. Watch out for his homeboy coming up. Because these boys will hurt you. Oh, yeah. Ooh, almost got a little piece of my butt cheeks. Just a little bit. And one more. I can't wait to get our endurance up to a normal human being. I just want to be a normal boy again with endurance without... That worked out good, but anytime you guys saw me pause, it wasn't me not hitting a button. That was me waiting to be able to hit the button. That's why we're going to get our stamina up. Nice and sparkly. Nice and sparkly. I tickled your like button. I'll be lurking for a few. Get it in, girl. Are you done streaming? How did it go? How did it go? Alright. So. Oh! You gotta rank the messages, guys, especially if they're extra lewd. You gotta rank the lewd messages. So I believe we are done with everything in here, which is beautiful. Which is just beautiful. And we should be good now. We should be good now. Yeah, sweet. Let's ride, baby. We've gotten a lot done, guys. We've gotten a lot done. Don't tell me where to come. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but now they're old as fuck. Have you guys ever seen the original? Oh, I don't got my torch. Let's just run through. Have you guys ever seen the original comic for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It was kind of dark. They had like a 5 o'clock shadow. They were like grisly looking. Yeah, it's pretty dark. It wasn't the same. And then they were able to sell the comic, and the people that bought it out were like, you should probably make this for kids. Yeah. It'll sell more. Because it was about some dark ninja shit. And the reason why the creator originally created the Ninja Turtles was him and his buddy that made it. I forgot both of their names, but him and his buddy that made it thought to themselves, how can we like make fun of superheroes? Like, how can we make a superhero that is extremely strong and very fast as like a ninja, but make him the slowest animal possible? They thought it was a troll. That's why they made it. And then they just made it dark writing. And that's how all of it started. They thought, you know, we're going to make a really fast ninja, but it's a turtle. And it fucking sold like hotcakes. Oh, baby, it did. Boy, it did. To Majula we go. Chaz, we're not nerds like you. You don't find the Ninja Turtle history interesting where it came from? Look up a picture of how the Ninja Turtles originally looked. It's interesting.
Bearer of the curse, seek, lest this.
I need nothing but endurance, milady. Thank you. Thank you. I need endurance to feel like a real boy again. Overseer Pete said, why did you know that? Why did I know that about the Ninja Turtle lore? Bro, I got the amount of stuff that is pointless information that I know would fill a bucket, brothers. It would fill a bucket, brothers. Now Google Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rule 34. You should. You should. Turtles. All I had were Toxic Crusaders. The Toxic Crusaders. There's another movie made as a troll from Tromaville. The creators of it. I still haven't seen the new Toxic Avenger with Peter Dinklage. I heard it was actually pretty good. Didn't you see my message about him being a nerd? Yeah, the amount of stuff that I know about comic books and your comic book heroes and nerdy stuff is stupid. Stupid stuff. I also watch a lot of auctions that'll auction off rare toys and rare comics and rare items from our nerdy history. And in the auction, you'll learn a little bit of information and lore about it. Why do you think we're playing Dark Souls, guys? You know me. You give me something that's a little bit of a struggle, that's got a deep, rich lore and history to it, we're going down. It's like trying to find them hard, rare to find prototypes of toys and comics that they only made one of. Welcome on in, Zia! Oh, is that the... I didn't realize you changed your name a long time ago. It's now Ziamara likes dogs moo. George 1, it's because we don't have breasts, isn't it? 60, the Bob Vila of YouTube. Hopefully you guys know who Bob Vila is. Yesterday I learned an octopus has 3 hearts. It's only in certain hands. An octopus has 8 hearts, Ruby. 8 hearts. And each of them are in the fingers. And their nervous system is their brain. No, they have 16 hearts, Ruby. What did I just say? Their nervous system is their brain. Also, this is one thing I'm not making up. It is their brain. So all of their limbs and everything can move, like their nervous system is connected all together. It's not like our brains would be like, you should move your left arm. I'm like, all right, I'll move my left arm. They could just move everything at one time in the blink of an eye because every limb is connected together like one limb. Every part of their body. That's why they could also squeege into the weirdest, smallest spaces possible. Ranger's too drunk to taste this chat. I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. Let's put in some random ones. I haven't seen them in a while. Let's put in Ruby 7. I don't need to Google something to know I'll be mad at you. Rube Boddington the third. The boy the third. I love it when I haven't looked at him in a while. $62 didn't work. What? Did I only have one of yours? I told everybody not to put quotes from me, but I think they fucking. I don't even remember what my tag would be. No, I probably removed them. I was like, this is about y'all, not me. Did you name me after Paddington? Did you have Paddington the bear over there in Sweden? We had something over here and in the UK called Teddy Ruxpin. And it was a stuffed animal bear that was also an animatronic bear that would blink its eyes and move its mouth and ears. And he would put cassette tapes into his back and Velcro his little vest back down. And the tapes he'd talk to the tapes and sing and move to them. What I used to do as a kid, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about this, was I would just put in my own cassette tapes of like Green Day. Put in like Green Day Dookie. And he would fucking dance and move his mouth to the exact lyrics and shit like that, because that's how the bear was built. Everybody thought it was just supposed to only work with its own cassettes. Bullshit, I lost them. I never listened to the cassettes. I had that bear from like age 3 up to like age 10 because of playing music in the son of a bitch. It was an animatronic bear in the early 90s, just singing and dancing. Drinks too. I'll stand outside the Bussy bed and breakfast with antibiotics and sell them. Drinks for nudes. He does drinks for nudes, by the way, ladies. He will put them down. Let's put in Tay 7. Are you talking about Teddy Ruxpin? Yes, I am. Tay 7. It just happened to be another bed and breakfast. It's a bed and breakfast, not a fucking escort service. Tasty Hams. Every time I put you guys' quotes in, I come up with a new nickname for you. I want you guys to understand with the amount of quotes that I seemingly don't have an end to the amount of nicknames that I give everybody. And a lot of nicknames I give people catch on in other people's streams and shit. Everybody starts calling them that. And sometimes the person hates it. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Teddy Ruxpin was awesome. Bro, did you put your other music tapes into it too? Tell me anybody else did that but me. It would literally mouth and dance to the music on the tape. That came out when I was 8 or something, yeah, probably. It was ahead of its time unless you let the batteries leak in it. It took like four double Ds. What are the chances that 2 random quotes are about B&Bs? I know, that's the wild part. I remember that one stream where you called me sexy and not sexy multiple times. It was sexy. I was snorting fucking Kraken vodka, Kraken rum. Drinks 1. I think I'm going to start off all of my conversations with, you're not carrying an ew with you, are you? Ooh, drinks with birds. I always, when I came up with that name, I pictured him on an electric line, just sitting there, like in Fallout 76, just drinking next to regular birds. Just every now, you didn't even know he was up there until you saw the can fly down and hit the ground. You're like, what the fuck? You look up. Oh, he's drinking with birds again. Get him out of here. 20 likes on the stream now. God damn, guys. Stabby raided. When did Stabby raid? I didn't even see Stabby raided. I'm sorry I missed that. I didn't even know Stabby raided. Nobody told me. Nobody said Stabby raid. How dare you? I'm going to get rid of all these mods in here. Every one of them. Hollow one, not Black George. The House of Hollow. If anyone still has one, please let me sing Sex Pistols, Friggin' in the Riggin'. If batteries leaked, use vinegar to clean the mess. The last time I saw Teddy Ruxpin was on the show Pawn Stars in like 2013. You asked her to stream. I know she was done streaming. I didn't know she rated me. I would have said thank you and stuff. Now I feel like an asshole. Normally people come in and they're like, so-and-so raid. Everybody's like, oh, fuck, it's Ranger. Don't even tell him. Don't even tell him, dog. I'm pretty sure you as a streamer should acknowledge your own chat, but hey, what are you talking about? I've been talking to you all this whole stream. I've talked to you guys more in this stream than I ever have. And it doesn't say when people raid unless you refresh your own chat from top chat or you get out of it and come back into your stream. If you're just sitting there with your shit going the whole time and people raid, it doesn't pop up on mine and say, Stabby has raided with their viewers, unless I'm a viewer of the channel. But my own channel never has. Never has. I'm sorry, Stabby, I didn't know. I didn't know. No wonder everybody left now. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Well, I did say that Stabby said nobody understands a word you say, Ruby, as a mod. You talking riddles. Your name is Edward Enigma, Ruby. Rupert Enigma. You could get $1,000 donation and Ruby would be like, money's pretty nice, right? If you missed it. Instead of telling you, she's just like, money's pretty nice, right? And you'll go for however long without even recognizing you got a donation. Fucking nobody speaks like you, Ruby. Nobody. Right? Nobody does. Not my fault I'm too smart. You see what It was a put down. But she didn't have to put us down. You be nice to Ruby. You be nice to Ruby. Ruby was talking shit about you. You know? She's like, I can't believe that got lured. I was like, what are you talking about? You've seen lured? How you doing, little lady?
Bearer of the curse. See, lessons.
That got lured? Should I download Fall Guys? You guys still playing Fall Guys? Am I downloading Fall Guys again? I played it for a long time. I also played a game called Human Fall Flat. And I played a game called Gang Beast. They're all made by the same company, I believe. I wonder if Homeboy's got anything new to say. Your devotion to your covenant is deepened and you've gained a rank.
I will always be here, watching over you.
We got the blood bite ring now, guys.
May you
Take a
find
look.
peace on your journey.
I'll show you guys what this bad boy does. So, right here, one of the several bite rings, known for their peculiar design, increases bleeding resistance. The bleed effects in this game aren't that great when you're using them, but the bleed effects that other enemies use are just astounding. It's like when they first nerfed bleed builds in Elden Ring, we're all like, what the fuck? The similar, oddly disturbing design of these rings suggests a common source. Whoever the master craftsman was, he clearly knew his trade. So they don't remember who made these rings that are from the original game still. Like, nobody remembers a goddamn thing about anything that's happening. And in a lot of ways, it kind of stands true to how Dark Souls 1 was as well. And Demon Souls in a kind of way, but Dark Souls 1, a lot of the things were already so decrepit and ancient. You were already in ruins in a land that was a millennia past what the war was, what the first flame was. So you're kind of just picking up the pieces, just like you were in the first game. Do you want to be like everybody else? Ruby loves punishment. She does. Chaz, no one believes your BS. Come join us on Fall Guys! Well, I guess I'm downloading it. You should absolutely. I just won't load tonight. It just won't load tonight. Oh, Fall Guys won't? They did fix the PSN. Didn't he join our chat a few times, but never talked? I just waited. I joined y'all's chat, and I was there for like 20 minutes. The first 10 minutes in, I was down the hall, and I forgot what I screamed. I was like, hello? Like way down the hall in the house. And then I waited another exact 10 minutes, and I did the same thing, but I was outside with my front door open. I went, hello! And then I signed off. and left the party chat. I missed a text from Foxy afterwards, and she was like, you know, you were allowed to talk. You could stay. I was like, oh, I was just fucking with y'all. You can't download ES. Oh, it's still broken? I'm so surprised. So the only two games working in the entire world on PlayStation are Dark Souls 2 and Fallout 76. It's the only two. and we found them, Stabby. We found the two games. That could be why there hasn't been a whole bunch of people out tonight, too. They're all like, what the fuck? Freaking out. Right before I went live, I was like, oh, everything seems to be working. I hit live, and it was like, no, you shouldn't. I was like, what does that mean? It just gives you a message. I wouldn't. Error code 992. We're waiting till midnight to let out one Scooby-Doo laugh. Ree! Pillow Talk is a paid service? Do you put a coin in the pillow? Dirty Talk with D. Demon posted a video, which the second I watched it, I knew he was appeasing to the young crowd, and he was probably doing it as a test to see if the video would do well. Tell me I'm wrong, Demon. I know for a fact. Well, his video did very well. It's over 30,000 views with over 400 likes, and it's the dumbest video I've ever seen in my life, and he's such a smart and intelligent guy. I just know he did it to see if it would work. I just know he did. Tell me I'm wrong, Demon. It's the dumbest video on purpose, right? He even does the thing that all the young kids like, where you scream into the mic and break the mic, but you lower the volume just enough so it doesn't break the person listening to the video. You know? Something that you would think people wouldn't rewatch again, but anybody under the age of 15 absolutely will. they will rewatch somebody screaming in your ear over and over again. I don't know why they love it. It's called Deep Fried. It's been around for 8 years now. Yeah. They take emojis, they make them look like shit. They take sound, they make it sound like shit. They take audio quality, make it look like shit, and that's the joke. There's nothing else to it. That's the joke itself. Like, it's really crappy quality and somebody screaming at you. Tell me I'm wrong, demon! You tell me I'm wrong. It makes it even better if I'm right and you were doing that video as a test. Because even your reply to me in the comments was like, I'm just seeing what the kids like. So it was something along those lines. I was just doing a popular trend. Yeah, it was a viral audio, the lowest effort. I let out a sigh, and that's the video that did better than any other video you ever took hours or a day on. Think about that. That video did better than anything you've ever created on your YouTube. And it's screaming. Screaming. It was a demon move, it was. It was viral audio in it, I figured. A lot of people put a viral sound effect in a video to try to get it to blow up. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. Sometimes it'll get you a lot of subscribers, sometimes it'll get you absolutely none. Sometimes you'll get a lot of subscribers from doing a viral trend where those subscribers are expecting you to do another viral trend video, and when they see that you never do, they do the worst thing. They don't unsubscribe. They stay subscribed but never watch your channel again. And then YouTube's like, he's got all these subscribers. Why aren't they coming back? Why aren't they coming back? It's such a fickle process. I understand why people do it. It's just, it can be risky. It can be risky. That's why a lot of meme channels don't do well. They blow up for the meme at the time and then gone forever. Everybody's like, where's that one? Whatever did happen to that beaver that was screaming? Remember that beaver? It was a beaver, right? Just a beaver on a deck screaming. Ah! That made Cakewalk for a long time. Made Cakewalk. Mad money. Yeah, I've spent hours hand rotoscoping out GIFs, sourcing perfect images, editing. All it took was a still image and screaming. But you're going to have to do that again. You're going to have to do that again. Yeah. The problem, and I know a lot of y'all have seen it on shorts, the problem with shorts when you go outside of your wheelhouse that you normally do, the problem when they, a lot of times, and I've noticed this, and it's getting worse, but if you have a short that does really well, whether it's in your wheelhouse or something different, you'll get a lot of views, you'll get a lot of likes, you'll get a lot of comments, but the subscribers that used to come with shorts, not the same anymore. I've noticed that. Like, it's not the same. It was something I always expected when I first started doing shorts, because it's a very quick form of entertainment. So it's there, it's gone, and it's already moving on to the next short video. You're already swiping to the next. So I always thought when I first started doing shorts a while ago that getting subscribers from shorts would be more difficult, because they have to take the time to stop this spread of entertainment in the dashboard system that was taken from TikTok. It's just a constant flow, you know. And when it first came out, the rewatches were a lot better, but for a while now the rewatches have been stopping because YouTube put in a thing where sometimes it won't replay the video that you're still watching. It'll just completely swipe to the next video without you touching it. So it's doing a lot of weird shit. It's all good. I just do what I want on YouTube and it all works out. Keep it generally Fallout themed and it's okay. Exactly. You did the viral thing, but you stuck it to a Fallout oriented thing. And it was just about you wearing Fallout armor, looking down at an Amazon box, screaming, "What's in the buh?" Was that you talking, or was that the viral audio? "What's in the buh?" And then it just starts screaming. Was that the viral? I thought it was you. And you were like, I pictured you not even like screaming into the mic, but like screaming and then going into the sound audio. and like bringing up the levels so it sounds more distorted without hurting the ears. You know what I mean? Was that the viral sound? It almost sounded like you. No, that was all the audio. I need to learn to make shorts myself. Fall Guys is working for me. Nice! I have to get up on it. I have to get up on it. We did a lot tonight, guys. We did a whole bunch tonight. A whole bunch. I didn't expect to go through the Pursuer when he first came down before even fighting him as an actual boss. I did not expect to get him out of the way, because after fighting the giant, I was going to make my way to the Pursuer for this stream. We fucking took him out, dude. Took him down. Got him out of here, brothers. I love chilling here, though. This is my favorite place to be in any Souls game when it comes to like a Firelink Shrine type deal. Look at my skin just bleeds into the sun itself. Incredible. Immaculate. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, so Fall Guys is working. I wonder if it'll let me download it. Yeah, YouTube has been super weird. It's just recently let me comment on friends' videos. I saw that. I was on my buddy J-Boy Mods, where even though I'm a mod on his channel, it never let me comment on his short videos. It let me comment on his short videos now. So I'm wondering if the next time I post one, y'all will be able to do it. Because there's a whole shitload of y'all that can't. Praise the skin all day, baby. Yeah. Yeah, it's been weird lately. It hasn't been suggesting like it normally does either. It hasn't been suggesting or giving notifications. Like it's going back to its roots. YouTube there for like 3 months was beautiful. I first started the Dark Souls 1 stream before this one, and all the people that I hadn't seen come to the streams in forever were actually notified. They were all like, holy shit, you're still around? I'm like, yep. Yep. It actually notified people. That's why a lot of these new faces that you guys have seen, that you see me talking to, that like I know them, I do know them. They've been on this channel for a long time. YouTube never sent them stuff. Even when I did other Souls-like stuff, it just never did it. I was finally able to comment on Foxy's short. Fuck yeah, that means it's just going to work. That means it's just going to work, brothers. So what time are y'all getting down on Fall Goo? Yeah, YouTube's got a bunch of like new looking menus and shit too. They didn't think you would make it this far with the diet. You got, don't you make fun of the boy the third. Nobody makes fun of the boy the third. He just put on a clinic tonight. The boy put on a clinic for these boss fights. You would not talk about the boy. Alright guys, we're going to save it for the next one. I'm thinking for the next one, I'm going to set up a whole bunch of stuff. The next one's going to have a lot of secret areas too. A lot of secret areas that I'm going to unlock to show y'all. It was good seeing that a lot of Dark Souls 2 players during the stream today were showing some stuff during this playthrough that they hadn't seen before. And certain items that you could pick up. That's what I'm trying to do. As close to a 100% as possible. You know? While still playing it like normal, without cheesing too much. We might. But probably not. We haven't yet. Guys, I love you so much. We've had a lot of love tonight. How dare you, sons of bitches. Mr. Cryptid Moth for his 3 months. Mr. Lippy Bippy with his 10 gifted memberships. And Mr. Sixy Boy for joining back up with the Ranger Squad for 13 goddamn months. My brother. Go get a tan, okay? I'm gonna get a Fall Guy. How about that? This is Ruby. Rangers, always remember, I love you so much. But more importantly, you should love you too.